squad from the Big 12, the Boise State Broncos, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Broncos will put total weather to crank us up. He'll bring it out. It's Hilton. He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone. So the Texas A&M Aggies offense will have the football first. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sunday.
Yeah, and these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks. David, this one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names, you know, brand versus brand, big-time baller versus big-time baller, trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them today. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. They are backing up their pregame words. Their first drive of the game, 4th down in their own end, and they're going for it. Grab near the marker. It's Norman. Looks as if Texas A&M will have enough for the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. So now it's 2nd and long. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Swings it out to the flat. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
Now, a 4th down.
Trying to do it on the ground. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
How about that call? You're right around midfield, 4th down on your opening drive, so you run the football and you put your trust and confidence in your offensive line up front to get it done and keep your offense on the field. That is impressive.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Oh, better look out. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right? And having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he
breaks into the open. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. And the Aggies want to pick up the tempo. Quarterback making checks. From the red zone, looking for a man. Makes the grab. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. It's complete to the left. And he'll hold it and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
How about the start from this offense? What a drive. Just when they needed a 3rd down conversion, they got it. They put a bunch of plays together, kind of wore the defense out, and in the end, punched it in for 6.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Broncos offense will try to get something started with their first possession. The matchup we'll be watching in this one really takes you back. Big-time running back going right into the face of a tackling machine at linebacker, David.
Yeah, and we're going to see this individual battle a lot. Not just in pass coverage when they match up, but just meeting in holes. And who's going to win when they go head-to-head? That will be a big factor in who wins this football game. But, Jesse, one-on-one, this is going to be a show.
And this is going to be an incredible matchup that's going to go on until there's zeros up on the clock. Both of these guys have circled this game on the calendar because they knew who they were going to be facing. And two guys we know are going to play at the next level. But I think this is probably one of the better individual matchups we're going to see all season long.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. And the Broncos will punt it away on 4th down. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. Found a little running room on that one, picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. Already a solid start to this one, now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And the completion to the sideline, a solid pickup, but not enough for the first down. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. The Aggies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Paulo, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
I think to be a good 3rd down offense, guys, you've got to be able to run the football. You're going to come upon these 3rd and short situations multiple times throughout the course of the year, but you've got to be able to get push up front, and it helps when you have a talent like that to turn around and hand the football off.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggie. Made the grab in the end zone for the score. On to attempt the try. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the American. Tulane has the lead right now, but they just haven't been able to separate themselves yet inside Yulman Stadium. They're up by 4 over East Carolina. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll move the wide receiver. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Using the quick game. The Broncos want to crank the tempo.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
He's going for the big play. And is knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away. And the Broncos decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. control here in week 9. A dynamic, explosive return. The sliver of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returners are so quick. You can play touch football in an elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on there. So quick, so elusive. Does such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score the TD.
Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game, and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
The Broncos with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Man, those are frustrating because you know you're supposed to catch that. You're supposed to secure it. It's going to happen, but it's just frustrating for those receivers. Just tap the chest. My bad, dog.
Fires deep on the run. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Got room on the return. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He might want another play. Trying to seal the edge on the right. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Aggies line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking to the big tight end. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Caught close to the marker. It's Norman. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Texas A&M back to work with another 1st down. Motion from the back. Throws it back. Here's the heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Setting up the screen. There he goes. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. The execution on that screen pass is one that will go in a coaching clinic.
Nice execution on the screen. Allow the rush to come upfield. Now
there he goes! He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offense has been running wild in the first half, but wait, they want more before they go to the locker room. Gets it to him on the screen. Touchdown, Aggies! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the first half. This has been all home team.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. They'll start this drive with a pass. Makes the grab. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. To the air on second down. Under fire. Quarterback now breaking the field.
Great job by the defense that time, getting the sack. But no time to celebrate. You got to line up right now because the offense is going tempo.
Takes it from the gun on third down. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Texas A&M. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
And he makes the extra point. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Going right to work up top. Pressure coming. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. Wants to go up top. Looking down the middle. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in College Station for a fun first half than you? And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering two things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable?
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. Just a short pass to the tight end. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They're dealing with a second and long. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man to the left. Running free. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. And the Broncos come to the line with a new set of downs.
Here we go.
Wants to go up top on first down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect their quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect their quarterback a little bit better.
The Broncos have moved it inside the 20.
Pace, 27, Johnson.
Gonna look downfield again. Snagged in the middle. It's Dell. Picks up enough to give them first and 10 from the 11. And the Broncos are moving quickly down the field. The give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Going to have to create some explosive plays to the passing.
Touchdown, Broncos! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And there's so many targets to focus on and so many elite playmakers, and they just lost him. They lost the running back out of the backfield. He catches the football, does the rest, takes it into the end zone. What a nice weapon to have on your team.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Working that wide receiver screen. That last completion sets him up on second down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Toss sweep right. Picks up the first down, still moving. He stepped out of bounds right at the 45-yard line, and now they're starting to put things together.
I'm loving this offense mixing the toss plays in their game plan. And what these tosses are going to do, it's going to set up a play-action opportunity where they can fake the toss and try to take a shot downfield.
Grab near the marker. It's Williams. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Texas A&M going up tempo.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Got it in the middle, it's Hilton. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. Makes a connection. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it on first and goal. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base.
Ball is loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. On the run, it's Kamara. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. We reach the break, and Texas A&M leads it. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. The Broncos will bring the punt team onto the field. Now on the return. Slips through the line. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Making side adjustments here. To the air on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. The Aggies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Norman. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The defense is backed up as the offense is in the red zone. Zings it complete to the right. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Texas A&M going quickly. They'll run it from the gun. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6.
That's good for a fighting Texas Aggie.
It's 1st and goal as Texas A&M comes to the line. Gets the back moving. Now on the move. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Aggie. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Boise State ready to send out that offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Rushes on him. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
You've got to love what you're seeing if you're the head coach of this team, because your defense is simply not resting on their laurels, and they're playing until there's zeros on the clock. They've got a massive lead. We're late in the 4th quarter, and they're still getting sacks.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got a man, it's Kamara. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field.
Hold on.
Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. Quarterback empties his backfield. Back to pass on 2nd down. Makes the grab. It's Kamara. He gets it up to the 17 before being wrestled out of bounds.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. They're working that left side. They make the stop at the 26, and let's see if they bring out the punt team. And the Broncos will send out the punt unit. Hauls it in, looking for space. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping.
Oh, he found a space on the right. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conservative, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the offense onto the field again. Trying to start the drive with a pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. They came out hot on this drive. One play and already near midfield. Wants to throw on first down. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Great place to start for this offense. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. Looking for room at the 30. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, that you're talking about.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The Broncos are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Dell. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. Last completion moves the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. They just keep firing. Fires to the tight end. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man on the right. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. And the Aggies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Here comes the heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but, let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but, let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
This one's complete. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one.
Fighting Texas Aggie.
It'll be a draw. Gets away from one, finds room. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. The offense changing the play. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Throws to the wideout. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
And the offense comes up short on 3rd down, but I tell you what, they've still had a good day. There's so many positives to point to. I'll be interested to see if they go for it here on 4th down. They don't have to. They got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, shown a variety of all kinds of things. Now it's just about how they want to finish.
Absolutely center cut. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. This is what you're looking for.